This is the high protein meal that helped me lose 100 pounds in 6 months. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a high protein meal that I made during my 100-pound weight loss journey right here on this channel. If you want to check that out, you can go to my channel, check out all of my old videos from the past 4 years of losing the 100 pounds in 6 months and keeping it off for 4 years. So it's a great journey. It's a beautiful journey. And I encourage you to watch that, but definitely try out this meal if you get some cravings when you head to work. Today, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna prep out my meal. I'm not gonna get fast food, and I'm not gonna fast like I normally do. I've been fasting throughout the day because intermittent fasting is one of the biggest tips that helped me along my weight loss journey, but sometimes when I'm gonna go get a big workout after school, meaning after I get done teaching for the day, I need some carbs. I need some protein, some healthy fats, maybe a little bit of greens in there to, keep me regular when the protein gets a little high. But today we're just gonna show you a quick meal. I've gotta leave here in about 7 minutes, so let's get cracking. I've taken the liberty of firing up the skillet here for the first ingredient, which is the avocado oil. All these ingredients I actually got from Costco, but if you don't have a Costco wholesale near you or you don't have the membership, don't trip, because you can get these all at a Safeway, Kroger, Vons, Albertsons, Smith's, Publix, whatever region, BJ's wholesale, whatever region you are in the country, you can probably, don't let me forget Wegmans, because I know some of the New York audience wants to be represented. But I'm gonna get that skillet nice and hot for this spinach. And if you wanna do the research on spinach, feel free, but it does boost testosterone. It helps keep me full and satiated throughout the day. And it does keep me regular. This is some roughage here, guys. Take a look. This is Josie's Organics Organic Baby Spinach. It's gonna appear that I use a copious amount, and that's probably the case, but it cooks down so well and goes with eggs and protein so well, you can mix it almost with anything. So let's get this oil nice and coated here. We'll go ahead and I take that nice crunch. I take a grip of that and just get that in the pan. That's probably enough. Just fill up that mid-sized pan there with it. As you can see, there's a big dent in that box. This probably would last about 4 to 5 portions just for me, but luckily the beautiful people in my family leave all the spinach to me. All right, so our Judy and Papa out in Arizona sent these salt and pepper shakers, or grinders I should say. They're automatic. A lot of people ask for me to post the link to these, so I'll post that down in the comments. You can check that out. But check these out, guys. Don't be afraid of seasoning along your 100-pound weight loss journey. Seasoning most likely is not your problem if you are overweight. I battled this weight my entire life, and seasoning was not the problem. Turns out you cannot be 8 years old and eat a bloomin' onion, a cheese fry, a full-on meal, as well as whatever I ate the rest of the day. Oh man. Still love Outback though. I don't restrict myself, but probably 20% of the time I can have what I want. 80% of the time I try to be good, but it doesn't always work out that way. You got to be flexible, and you can't really concern yourself with calories if you're someone that struggles with weight, in my opinion. The only number that I pay attention to now is weighing in. But if you can't handle that number, then go for the non-scale victories, like how your clothes fit, how you feel, how you look to yourself. You can go off the comment meter, because as you lose that 100 pounds, you're gonna get a lot of comments, compliments, along the way. So this spinach is just about wilted enough for me. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, and then we are going to let's add some eggs to this. Get a nice little scramble going. Got a whole brown egg from Costco. Now I do talk about this quite extensively in some of my videos, but I don't measure my food, and that's one thing. But I also don't really use a whole lot of whole eggs. So from Costco, egg whites, again, you can get these from any store. 25 calories per serving, 3 tablespoons. And yeah, I'm not using 3 tablespoons, but 5 grams of protein on 0 sugars, 0 dietary fiber, but 0 fat. So this is like free protein, guys. If you want any kind of hack during your weight loss journey, egg whites, high protein in general, but egg whites are phenomenal. So go ahead and always have these on hand. Gonna go ahead and mix up this concoction here. Turn up the heat again, get this going, because I am pressed for time. I am literally running late at this point in time. I'll go ahead and hit this with a little more seasoning. That should be enough. We'll get that folded in there. And while we're letting those eggs cook up to a nice, almost like an omelet form, we'll talk about this Babigo cooked sticky white rice. 90 seconds in the microwave and you have restaurant quality sticky rice. It is absolutely gorgeous. It does have 6 grams of protein, 310 calories, 3 fiber, and who knew? White rice has protein. But this is gonna power my workout later. Me and Taylor are gonna hit chest and probably back together, so I'm gonna need quite the carb load before that in order to push up some weight and to rip into that muscle. Going to enjoy that workout later. Get this all cooked up. Just into a nice patty almost, you can see. We're gonna cook the rice at work. I'm gonna take that with me in my bag. One of the last ingredients is some pulled chicken that we did in the crock pot the other night. We had this in there for about 4 or 5 hours and it is perfection. I'm gonna pull that pulled chicken in on top of this dish so that way we can get a little extra protein boost, a little extra flavor. How this is gonna look now, put the egg on in here. We're not gonna miss any of those crumbs. As a former fat person, I still lick the plate clean. So just a quick egg and spinach scramble. And then we'll go ahead, we'll grab some tongs and get some of this delicious meat in here. Now, you can eyeball it. That looks like an appropriate amount. I'm gonna try to be a little bit better about my portion sizes, but in my opinion, you've got the eggs down there with the spinach, you've got the chicken on top. The rice should fit in there somewhere. So we will see. Great high protein meal. Don't be afraid to use ranch on it. Don't be afraid to use salsa on it. If you like sauces and you need them, don't be afraid. Oh yeah, and how can I forget a whole avocado? Let's go ahead and do that right now. Whoa, that was a little crazy. Let's see if this avocado is any good. Seems a little firm. Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip on, well, screw it. I'm taking that brown part out. Avocado is way too valuable. These videos never go to plan. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll just throw it on top. It's already wilted, so. Excuse me, you're in the way of the drawer. Let's go ahead and get that avocado on there. Sorry about the brown part. I know it's a little diabolical, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat that part. I do have some sauces at work that I'm gonna use on this one today. Maybe a little sriracha. Stay tuned for the microwaving session. Stay tuned for the eating fest. We'll talk about this meal in a little bit when I get to work. So here is the assembly of our high protein meal. I did go ahead and take the liberty of putting some sriracha sauce on my chicken and avocado, egg mix. Looking pretty good, smelling pretty tasty. I wish you could have smell-o-vision because it doesn't look like much. It kind of looks like, well, not very appetizing to talk about what we're about to eat. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that rice cooked 1 minute and 30 seconds in the microwave. Perfect sticky rice. And this is our result, a steamy, beautiful meal. And I'm just gonna go ahead, mix up that avocado, chicken and egg, spinach, high protein meal. Now, disclaimer, this is not all I ate during my 100-pound weight loss journey, but it was a big, big help in order to get through my weight loss journey. I would say I probably ate this meal or some variation of it 3 times a week, 4 times a week. So it was, and my gosh, if you're about to go hit a workout, this has all the carbs, all the fats, healthy fats, and all the protein you need to power that workout. So let's dive in. Let's get a good bite here. Got some chicken, got some egg, got some rice. Honey, if you end up watching this, she never watches my videos. The chicken is knocked out. There's a little eggs there. Now, I do eat kind of fast. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm sorry if it is grossing you out. But feel free to subscribe if you think this meal is going to help you out. It is fantastic. Like, I used to think about the next fast food meal that I would eat when I was a bigger back. But with this, it satisfies all those savory cravings. And if you're disciplined enough to bring a lunch, which I know us larger mindseted people, because yes, I still have a larger mindset, I'm not good about bringing my lunch. Not at all. But if you can manage to bring it, and as you saw, this took what? All of 5 minutes to put together. You have your protein already pre-cooked. Maybe it's chicken, maybe it's turkey, maybe it's steak, even pork. Pork's not the greatest source of protein, not the cleanest. But if you eat this instead of thinking, well, I'm going to go to Five Guys, McDonald's, In-N-Out, Taco Bell, even Chipotle, if you're cooking for yourself, one of my biggest tips along your 100-pound weight loss journey is you need to fall in love with cooking because it helps a lot control that calorie deficit, but it also fills you up more, oddly. Like, these other meals are so calorie dense, yet they don't fill you up. And you're eating McDonald's and you're automatically thinking about your next meal. And that's kind of crazy because you can blow through 5,000 calories easy in a day if you just add McDonald's into that equation. I still eat McDonald's, guys. Sorry, there was some eggs caught in my throat. Oh, here's an Alani that I was given to by a wonderful coworker. I try not to drink too many of these. I drink a lot of black coffee. But she was saying to try the sherbet swirl. Let's give it a try. Good luck, shake. Whoa. That tastes like M&M's, or M&M's. That tastes like Skittles. Excuse me. You know, honestly, sherbet swirl Alani is probably my new favorite flavor. Not gonna drink it too often, but It'll help energize me on that workout. Well, how are you guys feeling? What are you guys eating along your 100-pound weight loss journey? Get down in the comment section and let me know. And if you're struggling with something, maybe I can help you. If it's breaking those late night cravings, well, a meal like this would help. But if you're in a position where you just want to have it, well, let's take it back to the beginning of my weight loss journey, which you can go back to my earliest videos, as I had said. But I would fast all day, and I would still go out late at night after my workouts and have McDonald's, have Roberto's Taco Shop, which is like a 24-hour taco shop here in Vegas. I'd have a big burrito. And guess what? Calories in, calories out. People hate to hear it, but if you save your calories for late night, you're still going to lose weight. If you're at the beginning of your journey, you might not eat like this every time, and that's completely understandable. But you do want to start falling in love with the whole foods like avocado, rice, chicken, spinach, egg, steak. Anytime you can look at your plate and say that this is this, this is this, and this, and you're not staring at a burrito or a casserole or whatever, whatnot, and you're like, I don't know what's in this, you're probably doing pretty good if you're starting with the whole foods. But I would definitely recommend just getting started today. You know, New Year's is coming up. The gyms are empty right now. You know, in just less than a month and a half, the gyms are going to be full again. Get that head start now. Build that confidence now while the gyms are empty. Beat the new year to your goal, because it's your goal, not the New Year's goal. If you get started now, before all these excuse me, I got some gas. But if you start now before Thanksgiving hits, before Christmas, New Year's, all these holidays, Christmas Eve hits, you're going to be well ahead of the game and feeling better about yourself heading into 2026. You guys getting that sound? It is moist. It is flavorful. You don't feel guilty, but you feel full, which I guess that's another change being a bigger person is when you feel full, you feel guilty. And you kind of have to get over that mindset when you're cramming all this whole food into your mouth. You don't have to feel guilty about this, folks. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, comment if you're on a weight loss journey, give me a like. There's a lot of changes I talk about on the channel with the weight loss. And after losing 100 pounds in 6 months, keeping it off for 4 years, you're probably going to find a lot of value out of this channel. So I'm going to finish up this meal, finish up this Alani, and get back to teaching. We'll see you in the next video.